Hi and welcome to Whisky Shared. You're watching episode 21 of my Mystery Monthly Minis. I'm Toby and you're watching Whisky Shared. Welcome to episode 21 of my Mystery Monthly Minis. If you've seen this before and you know how it works, then you can skip straight forward to the tasting. Otherwise, the way this works is I have over 150 samples in my sample collection and my wife has kindly poured one into this blue Glencairn glass. I'll nose it, I'll taste it, I'll tell you if I like it, and I'll have a stab at what I think it is. Should we find out what I'm drinking? On to the whiskey. If you'd like to play along with me and find out what's in my glass when I do, then just keep watching. Otherwise, take a look in the description now for a sneak peek. Let's start with the nose. Okay, so this seems quite fruity. There's some caramel. There's some toffee. I think the fruits remind me a little bit of sort of syrupy, sort of jarred or tinned fruits. Getting some sugar. It's very sweet indeed. It's not giving away too much more at this stage, but that fruitiness could come from sherry or wine, either maturation or finish. I don't think it's anything like a bourbon at this stage. I definitely think it's more like a conventional whiskey. Let's move on to the palate. This is very, very, very malty. It reminds me of oatcakes and a hint of Marmite. It's got a little bit of yeastiness with it. Lots of cereal character. At first I thought it was not very high ABV, it was quite soft. But as soon as it evaporates and you swallow, yeah, thinking more higher ABV, at least 46-48%. Yeah, not much in terms of that sort of fruity character. Definitely sweet, sort of icing sugar, or maybe even sort of sugar syrup. Let's have another sip. Starting to get a little bit of fruitiness now, but that sort of massive cereal character and that sort of yeasty aftertaste is quite strong. In terms of fruitiness, I'd say it's more like a slightly artificial orchard fruit, very light indeed. A little bit of heat and pepper, definitely around the sort of 46% mark, I think, with this. But that sweet sugar and the cereal and yeasty sort of oaty flavour just dominates. I really can't pick up anything else at this stage. I'm going to have one more sip. Okay, now I'm starting to get a little bit more fruitiness, more like red fruits, more like a sort of fairly sweet sherry like Amontillado or maybe even Oloroso. It's not overly dry, but there is a sort of a red fruit sweetness to it. I'm going to have a stab and say it's probably Scottish, but yeah, potentially this is Scotch-like if it isn't from Scotland. It's definitely sort of copper pot still, made in a traditional way. So definitely European if it isn't Scotch. Hopefully there's some sort of wine maturation or sherry maturation because that fruitiness coming through, but I haven't got a clue. I've not tasted a whiskey like this, I don't think, with such a big cereal character. Should we find out what I'm drinking? Right, so it is the Ben Nevis, and I'm sure I'm going to murder this pronunciation, Coriolis. It's 46% ABV and it was sent to me by Alan McLaughlin. So thanks Alan, it really is an interesting and still very tasty whiskey. I don't know much about this whiskey. If it is finished or matured in something, I'll put it on screen now. But yeah, it's nothing like anything I've had before. It's definitely interesting indeed. Obviously Ben Nevis is a whiskey that often ends up in Japanese blends. So it's always nice to try something which is a little harder to get hold of. If you like the sound of this, then, well, I'm pretty sure you can't buy it, so there's no point looking in the description, but I will put a link to the whiskey if you want to find out more, and hopefully you'll come back for more of this next time. Saunter.
I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, why not give it a like or a comment, and please consider subscribing for more videos like this.